Hello and welcome to today's video. It is a collective love reading and we are going to go in. I'm going to say some stuff that might resonate. If it does, this video will be for you. If it doesn't, then it might be just kind of extra weight, if you will, in terms of what you think about. So there's other videos out there that I have, also on the internet, like on YouTube and stuff. So welcome. Today it's going to be really just kind of slam poetry style, just very like go with the flow, but not really have like a very type A strategy with this video. It's going to be very like rolling with rolling with kind of what ends up happening. So it is a love reading, and there is something about how you have gotten to a place right now where you are really understanding who out there is going to help you amplify your authentic light and who out there is going to minimize your authentic light, and being able to be with someone who accepts you for who you are in the entirety of the light and shadow attributes of your psyche. There's something about how your mentality when it comes to being yourself around others has been looked at as if there's a lot of different masks that you wear, or that it's kind of like you strain yourself to put on, even though I'm getting that there's some kind of promise you made with yourself to be wearing masks less and to be yourself more. And there's something about how it's like you get lost in your brain, and in being lost in the sauce, if you will, you lose the connection with your emotional state in the present moment. And there's a lot of this kind of back and forth tugging on you in the present moment, in your embodiment, when it comes to the past and the future. Because there's something about how you, with love, have ended these different relationships, and right now you're in a place where you're not with anyone, right? And you're single, and you might be mingling, maybe not, but there's something about you recognizing and love that you feel this kind of tug and pull, like it's a T intersection, and there's some kind of fear of you making a decision and it being kind of like a decision where you have to stick with it. And it's kind of like you don't feel really certain right now of making a certain decision. And so it's like needing to listen from within so that you can find that peace to decide which way to go in this T intersection. Because it's kind of like you're traveling, right? But you have to make some kind of decision about, do you want to go left? Do you want to go right? Do you want to take the red pill? Do you want to take the blue pill? Because it's something about whatever you do decide to do, however you choose to act, it's really understanding the belief that is backing this action up and allowing you to move forward in a certain direction. So in this reading, what we're going to be doing is trying to get you to a very comfortable kind of understanding, more than anything, of what this T intersection is about, what this really decision is about, and something about allowing yourself to even, hopefully we can uncover different opportunities that you can do in terms of unblocking this kind of inner indecisiveness, I suppose, more than anything. And know that it's so common. So yeah, it's like no big deal. NBD, I've been trying to say that to myself, and it really is. A lot of the times we make a lot of things in our mind so big, like mountains, and it's really like an anthill, and you just are literally stepping over it. as you move forward in your direction. Because I'm getting that this belief is something that's you've experienced. How would I say this? You've experienced the optimisticness enough where it's kind of like, I don't know, I think we're going to uncover it where it's going to be a lot easier of a decision for you to make once we get to this, like, yeah, kind of uncoding this code, if you will, or decoding the code, if you will, like a secret language or something. I don't know. We have hard work beats natural talent every time, even if you already have talent. The dedication, the allowing yourself to continue, even if it's not the best attempt when it comes to whatever it is you do, kind of like a day-to-day basis, day-to-day habit, day-to-day lifestyle choice. There's something about, in terms of love and the kind of end result of you being in a relationship, it's kind of like this hard work I'm getting is internal internal investigation. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, so like, truth be told, there are beliefs that are like kind of like spies, you know, undercover spies. We don't know that these beliefs are really for us not to get in like our dream love relationships, you know, our dream relationship, right? It's based off of outside from another's perspective of fear. Someone kind of like I'm getting, it's this belief is based off of worry, and it's worry that kind of like short circuits the entire thing. I don't even know why, but I'm getting like computer references, and I'm not really computer techno, so that's cool. Let's go. But yeah, there's something about this whole you doing something consistent, and it's for, I'm getting, for the future in terms of the long run, where, you know, in terms of like mature, it's like a mature day-to-day lifestyle choice where you realize as you're getting older, right, more of what you need, okay, because this lifestyle choice is like more so what you need, right? And it's kind of like you are filling up your phone, like you're charging up your phone, and your phone is like, in reference, you via, I guess, the embodiment of love, really. So it's like you're doing this every day and it's charging up your love battery, or it's like charging up this embodiment within you. And it's so cool. Okay, if you don't know, this is such a cool way to look at life. But think in terms of how you see another as a reflection of how you see yourself. And that's also the same as someone else in terms of how they see you. That's really how they see themselves. So there's something about, I'm getting, even like in social circumstances day to day, like in these nonchalant, like you're buying a coffee and it's like a barista kind of interaction, right? It's just kind of a stranger, maybe day to day, maybe you're an acquaintance, I don't know, you know, you see maybe people every day, but it's not enough where it's like, you know them, like they're your friend or something. Something about tuning into how you are with them, right? Your embodiment, in tuning into how you feel about your own embodiment. And this is more of an observer way of looking at it. But I'm getting that this is going to be able to help you in turn of, I'm getting when it comes to emotions in of itself, your embodiment of emotions in the present moment when the interaction happens. There's something about how this is a really great way for you to observe without judging, because it's based, excuse me, whoa, what a swallow. Jeez. Okay, because it's based off of another person's actions. And there's something about how I'm getting that there's a belief when it comes to your own embodiment being influenced by someone else's actions and how it is with your emotional body. So I'm getting that there might be some need to look at when it comes to like shadow work or questions in terms of like social interactions or emotions, something to do with like how you are emotionally in the moment in that interaction with another person's energy towards you. Because I'm getting that there might be some wounding when it comes to, in the past, receiving energy, receiving emotions that you, or how would I say this? Receiving embodiment energy, I guess, that you, it's like tied to a certain emotion or emotions that you like didn't want to stir up in those interactions, but they were stirred up. And it kind of like, I don't know how else to say, but it kind of made you change your own lifestyle because of this person's behavior. Yo. When I say that, I also see myself as someone who does that, where it's like, yeah, I've reacted in terms of me reacting and being really volatile with my emotions. And I can like see now, you know, as I get older into more of being an adult, because I'm almost 30. And it's interesting as you get older how intense your emotions can get compared to as a kid. And it's like, more so I see right now with love for you, it's like maturing your own emotional understanding of, I guess more than anything, how you want to respond to others. I'm getting more and more, like more so in terms of the nonchalant day-to-day interactions with like acquaintances or strangers, because it's like kind of, if you can work on clearing up and kind of like catching up and updating the way that you interact with kind of strangers and acquaintances when it comes to, especially with like you managing your own emotional state, no matter what it is that the outside is giving to you, you're like balanced and at peace within. That's going to help in terms of more of the personal relationships and also the romance as well, so that you can still, because I'm getting it's about really listening to your own authentic emotional embodiment and not being influenced by another's emotional embodiment that's really standing out. So that's going to be something that, if you can really understand this belief and a way of hearing it out, really not judging it, seeing it as it has its own voice and it has its own experience, and it deserves the same amount of respect you give to anything else, anyone else, just the same, because all experiences are truthful no matter what. It's kind of like it's part of the picture, it's part of the artwork. And if we leave out these different experiences, then we're not going to get the entirety of the artwork. You know, it's not, with the Mona Lisa, we won't have the design of her face. So it's literally just like a human, right? But faceless, right? I mean, she doesn't really have much emotion. What's behind her face, right? But that's it, is like something about you understanding behind the social masks, right? Your emotional embodiment in the moment. I'm getting that there's a lot of trial and error because you've gone through a lot of different life changes in terms of understanding the overall picture of life, with like interacting with different types of people that you didn't interact growing up and now you are, And it's about allowing yourself to really manage that emotional embodiment so that you act in the way that you really, in the long run, want to. So, yeah, yeah, okay, cool. I'm kind of like, ooh, yeah, that fits really good. We have fifth house, procreation, sexuality, pleasure, risks, speculation. Ooh boy. So also, if you have any fifth house placements, this could be. I would actually really truthfully look into if you do have any placements in your birth chart, whatever type of birth chart you resonate most with. If you don't know, there are so many different types of birth charts out there for you to resonate with. Personally, for me, I like natal birth charts, but I don't know, okay, it's Sidereal, I believe, birth chart. I'm not I don't have a lot of experience right now, but who knows in the future if I will or not. Most likely. I love learning. Like, I just, it's so fascinating to learn what's out there and to understand it and to see it in terms of its own experience, whatever it is and what I'm understanding. So I'm kind of like a nerd about the unknown. Anyway, so definitely your fifth house is something to do with this kind of halting in decision making. It makes sense though with the risks and speculation, and also pleasure, allowing yourself to truly something about yeah, it's kind of like it's like an urge for you to act. I'm getting with this like indecision, because it's like more so it's some kind of action in which you have to like make up for, if you will. You reacted in a certain way, and now you realize that you reacted and it wasn't the way that you truly intended in the long run in terms of romance. And it's about understanding why you acted in that way or why you reacted in that way and what belief that it is, because it's kind of like a belief saying if you act again with this person or something to do with the past in terms of a person, like it's kind of like you're really afraid of how this person or how something will respond or react with you to you based off of how you would react or respond. Okay. Because it's like you're timid about reaching out. I'm gonna sneeze. I don't want to sneeze with the microphone. Hold on. Oh no. Am I? Okay, no. I'm not gonna sneeze. All right. Interesting. See, like it's like that. Like you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and then you're like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Yo, I'm so with you on that. I use discernment with source and God and the divine. Kind of like something that can really help motivate you, be like your wing man, woman, person, whatever, someone who's trying to hook you up with their friend, right? Oh, the connector. Yo, it's like this, it's like a connector. Yeah, like this is a way for you to connect with other people that you might have had like disagreements with before, and you're like, I don't know how to go about like just even saying hi, because you're like, I don't know where I am with this person. And it's kind of like you gotta, something about knowing where you are with yourself in this matter will help a whole lot in terms of deciding what to do, because I'm getting it is tied to some kind of caring about this certain other subject matter, I suppose. Yeah. Interesting. Kind of like it's like you're waiting for this other to act, but it's kind of like something of, while you wait, take the time to really understand you, I guess, more than anything, and what you want to do. Something about allowing yourself to act, even if whatever it is isn't acting. So, like, in terms of it, when you dream. There's something about not being able to dream, not being able to act, in terms of like what you would do with your dreams. Like, I'm getting vision boards, writing on paper, like affirmations, scripting, different like manifestation methods, right? 369 affirmations. Something about it's like not allowing yourself permission to act on your desires, because I'm getting that the whole acting on your desires aligns you so much more closely with this outside source, you wanting them to come to you, right? You attracting this outside source to you in terms of love. The desire to go on dates with this certain person, certain outside source. It's kind of like you have a vague perception of who this is, because of the work you've done already, and understanding the state you want to be at, the embodiment you want to be at when you're around whoever this is, that's like someone in terms of love that you're trying to, I don't know about reconnecting, okay, but more so like reconnecting in a way of wherever it is the connection's at now, because it's different from back then, where I'm getting that you kind of reacted in more of a kind of scarcity mindset, and that's okay too, because that's something that it's natural too, right? There are beliefs that we either tell ourselves, we're conditioned from outside sources about it, about how this is with what really life is, and like what really, it's something about like your definition of life and love, and it's kind of like how you feel like it's kind of like a make-believe definition, but in reality it's the truth for you. And there's something about, I'm getting that the way that you reacted is more so, it's like an emotional wounding reaction where you didn't mean to act so volatile and intense, but it was like at in a moment where you were really in that emotional kind of wounding, and you're not alone also in that. And it's kind of like learning about forgiveness, like learning about how to move on, knowing that you did act in a way that hurt another, and your intention wasn't to hurt another, but to have kind of like the other stop hurting you, you know what I mean? And it's kind of more so than anything, I'm getting this hurt is coming from caring in terms of this matter that's not for you to care for or care about. It's like this belief that tells you you have to care about this certain matter, when in reality it's not in the moment right now allowing you to have the love that you really need and desire, to have the romance that you really need and desire. And I'm getting it's not really from the outside giving you this love, but from yourself giving you the love. Because there is nothing more healing than love from yourself, acceptance from yourself, meeting yourself with where you're at. I'm getting that when it comes to love right now, there's needing time right now to heal, to mend. You know, I'm getting kind of like clothes and how you get holes over time when you wear them like they're your favorite shirt, right? But needing time to mend your favorite shirt that has a hole from wearing it so much. Because I'm getting that it's kind of like the way that how would I say this? The lifestyle choices in relation to romance is really in the beliefs, okay? Because the beliefs are what really push certain behaviors that you choose to kind of act with, I guess. So it's kind of like these beliefs, right? Looking at them, I'm getting that you're like, oh my God, it's going to be forever for me to get through this. But I'm getting that it's going to be very simple, very kind of straightforward of how you want, like how you need to do this. Let me grab some cards so I kind of can feel I'm going off. But bottom line is I can see that restructuring beliefs around what you need and what you want when it comes to desire being satisfied or desire being met in the current moment when it comes to your love life is going to get you closer and closer to that dream love life. Because it's like right now I'm getting, and it might be annoying to hear, but if you're single, to take a chill pill on the mingling with others and to start dating yourself, to go on different, like if you go do dates, like go out and about with just you know, kind of just getting used to doing things by yourself, but also it's like what you would do in your dream romantic relationship, right? In that dream, like that vision board relationship, okay? You would be doing that by yourself, with yourself. And I'm getting about really tuning into what truly satisfies you when you do these different kinds of self dates or just kind of like being with yourself. Because there's something about always feeling satisfied no matter if you're with someone or not, that right now that's where the beliefs are kind of honing in on in terms of needing to restructure how you, I guess more than anything, like tell yourself over and over again, like certain affirmations. Yeah, okay. So I have some cards, yay. The two of us vibrate in harmony with the universe. Your authentic vibration, right? And only you can vibrate in this way, okay? It's so rare. Like, oh my gosh. And let me tell you, the I don't even know. I'm just getting such like matrix. I'm getting, what's that? Inception. Okay, Inception. You can go into someone's dream. In the dream, there's going to be people, and these people are people just kind of rooted in the dream. And in the movie, these people go in other people's dreams, and they're kind of like outside matter, if you will, right? So these people in the dream that are rooted in the dream, that never leave the dream, start to attack these other people that are of outside matter, that are in another person's dream. It's so confusing, but it's so relatable. So when you go about and you've gone through these different romantic relationships, these different experiences with others, I'm getting that it has shown you how your vibration interacts with others who are in the place of your romantic partner at the time. And there's something about these emotional woundings. I don't know why, but it's also relating to acquaintances and to strangers, like in terms of you receiving love, you receiving energy. There's something about how it's like going to be so much easier for you to tell the vibration that you want to accept and you want to release and walk away from. And that's going to be able for you to be able to kind of get in that, yeah, like that, how would I say this? For you to kind of understand that discernment that helps in terms of sorting through the matter. Because I'm getting it's like kind of like someone else in terms of who you want to be with in the future. They're going to be so much like the way that you are with how it is that you are with love in terms of healing yourself. Like you've had to put up boundaries, I'm getting, because, you know, however, whatever reasons. But there's something about the way that you put up boundaries is a way for you to, in the moment, kind of regenerate your vibration to your authentic vibration. It's like this way for you to, yeah, release that outside vibrational matter that kind of interferes with your authentic vibration, because it's like you'll meet this person when you're in your authentic embodiment, and it's like that comfortability of being in your embodiment, knowing that at times there's going to be kind of like people trying to interfere with your embodiment. Like when you're with whoever this is, for some reason, it's like you're going to get interferences from other people where it's like they're trying to interact with you in a way where you have before, and you know you're not going to feel satisfied and you're like okay, it's time to go. I don't know what that is about, but that is about that. I am motivated, persistent, and successful. So this is the whole, I'm getting kind of, how would I put this? Understanding what the priority is, understanding who it is that you want to focus on in the moment when it comes to, especially with the romance, allowing yourself to truly tune into yourself and your embodiment is going to help you understand in the moment, do I need to release? What do I need to release? And it's going to be based off of what you're telling yourself, what you're believing, what affirmations, mantras you're believing in terms of your own understanding of identity in the moment. Because the way that we see ourselves, really, it's hard because it's such like, the way you see another is from like an outside perspective, right? So it's easy to see another in terms of more of the subconscious, because that's what a belief is it's like subconscious coming out. It's like, wow, you know? So it's kind of really hard, right, to see yourself in terms of what you're believing in, what you're telling yourself in the moment. It's easier to see later on what you told yourself, because it's like a seed, right? And later on you can see what kind of plant grew from that seed, because you're like, I don't know what, in the moment. So there's something about, I'm getting so familiar with these beliefs that you tell yourself while you go about, you know, doing these different self dates, maybe even going on dates, you know, do whatever you want, right? It is your life. You are the one in control. I'm the guide in terms of, ooh, I see this opportunity. Ooh, I see this opportunity. But yeah, so it's like this whole indecision. It'll be so much easier for you to decide which way to go, bottom line, when you get your beliefs up to date. And I'm getting, you're kind of like really not wanting to be emotional, because it's like the whole draining, like it just drains you, and you're like, man, I don't got time to be drained right now. And I get it, right? But there's something about giving yourself more of a simple, strategized plan, like 3-step plan. I don't know, 2-step plan, 1-step plan. I don't know, something where it's like every day for 5 minutes, you just listen to meditation music, don't think, and breathe. That's it. You know, something where it's not using your brain, your logic, your reason, but more so tuning into the feeling state of who you are in the present moment, in the current moment, right? Because it is like such a present. You are in the current moment, baby. Like your embodiment, it's a present, right? But there's something about understanding what kind of present is it, right, that you're giving to yourself. Because here's the kicker: whatever embodiment you choose to embody in the present moment, in the current moment, that is the gift you're giving to yourself. And you can give yourself so many gifts. Every day you give yourself so many gifts. That's it. There's nothing else to say. However the gift is however you give yourself that embodiment, right? And it might feel like you're going to like break the law if you choose to be more authentic. Like I'm getting that kind of feeling of like, oh, because of the past and it being so conditioned and you kind of being punished for just wanting to be more in terms of authentic for you, especially when it comes to love. Living your life in terms of authentically is what life is all about, right? You and your authentic embodiment is a gift for the rest of us in terms of life to see and appreciate. Remember though that however someone else is towards you is just a reflection of beliefs within themselves, on themselves. It's a reflection of how they see themselves, how they believe in terms of them seeing themselves. So yeah. My twin flame relationship overcomes all obstacles, baby. It's more so, you got to figure out you, right? And this whole, okay, so like also with the twin flame relationship, that's also like true love, like someone who is like in them being themselves and you being yourself. Like I'm getting kind of a Halloween couples costume kind of duo, and it's like you go to this Halloween party and you didn't kind of realize, but you are like the duo costume. And it's funny because I'm getting, it's kind of this interesting, I don't know why, okay, but this is how I'm seeing you and your kind of true love, and the kind of coincidentalness that will happen when you get to especially embracing more of your authentic embodiment and self. Is like you're going to be doing this contest, like you're doing it for yourself and you're like, that's going to be so fun, let's do it, I'm going to do this. So you do it, and your true love is also doing it, and they have that kind of motivation too. They're like, yeah, let's do it too. So they do it, and then you guys end up kind of facing off, if you will, in this like competition, if you will. And you guys are both more than anything in it just to be there for the camaraderie, if you will, and not the competition. So your kind of vibration in of itself is more of the camaraderie, right? You're like, I just want to be here with the community, I love it, yes. And so it's kind of interesting how you guys will recognize each other based off of what you're embodying on your own. And you're like, oh, wait a minute, this person. And you don't realize also that the costumes you have on separately match like puzzle pieces, like salt and pepper shakers, if you've ever seen those kind of costumes, or like ketchup and mustard kind of costumes. Something where it's like more of not really costumes that are like, what was it, like police firemen costumes or police people costumes or like firefighter costumes, more so costumes that are like objects that you would use in your kind of day-to-day sort of thing, like spoon and fork sort of thing. But yeah, so that is going to be the reading for you. I hope that this has been eventful for you and entertaining and educational. Um, yeah, there's just a lot for you to kind of like, yeah, decide, but I'm getting definitely it'll be so much easier in terms of this whole hesitation on which way is best for me. Definitely by sorting out the beliefs that you're kind of telling yourself in the subconscious way. And so, yeah, so I am going to go. If you want to check out any of the other videos, by all means, feel free to. I will hopefully see you, and you'll hopefully see me in the future with more videos to come. But yeah, until next time, peace out, y'all. See ya.